So we are working through all the discriminant questions in your notes. We are now up to question 7, which reads, for what values of m is the line, this, a tangent to the parabola, this? So you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a tangent? Well, let's look down here. When I have a parabola and a straight line, there are 3 different ways they could touch. They could have 2 points of intersection, they could have 1 point of intersection, or they could have no point of intersection. Now, when there is only 1 point of intersection, we call our line a tangent line. So when it only has 1 point of intersection between my parabola and my straight line, we call the straight line a tangent line. Okay, so with that piece of information, how are we going to do this question? The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 equations and set them equal to each other. So we're going to get mx plus 5 is equal to 4 minus x squared. We're then going to get everything on my left-hand side. So we're ending up with x squared minus 4 plus 5 plus mx is equal to 0. So I'm going to be left with x squared plus mx plus 1 is going to be equal to 0. Now we're going to use our knowledge of the discriminant to answer this question, because we know that it touches at only one spot. So therefore it's going to be exactly the same logic. My discriminant is going to be equal to 0. So I could write out my discriminant, my b squared minus 4ac is going to be equal to 0. I then am going to identify my a, b, and c values. From my newly formed equation, my a value will be 1, my b value will be m, and my c value will be 1. I then am going to sub these in to my discriminant and get m squared minus 4 times 1 equals 0. So it's going to be m squared minus 4 equals 0. From here, it's pretty self-explanatory what we're going to do. Let me bring my working up here. I'm going to plus 4 to both sides and then square root both sides. So I'm going to get plus or minus 2. And this would be my answer. My m value could be plus or minus 2. We're going to encounter tangents further on in math methods, and I hope to come back to this question and really explore it more, because it really is quite a pretty question. But nevertheless, to answer it, we used our knowledge of the discriminant and came to the answer that m is going to be either plus or minus 2. Hopefully this was helpful to you.